This activity is from the book More Activities That Teach by Tom Jackson, and I'm going to make a copy of this as well so that you guys will have it if you'd ever want to use it in your classroom. This is called Say It and Do It, and the topic area is values. However, I think it can relate to my topic of bullying, and you'll see at the end how I kind of tie the two together. The concept is, when we really believe in something, it is difficult for us to behave in a manner that is not consistent with what we believe. Take honesty, for example. If you firmly believe that honesty is the best policy, and a classmate asks you to share your answers with him on the test day, your answer will be an automatic no. If for some reason you do end up getting talked into sharing your answers, then you will feel badly about the incident and either never repeat the behavior or you will change your values. You may adopt the value that cheating is okay only if you are helping a good friend or some other rationalization. Your values are reflected in your behavior. This is a classroom activity, and the time needed for this is about 10 minutes plus discussion time. You do not need any extra materials for this. And here's the activity. Have the entire group stand up and face you. Explain that you will point both of your arms in one direction and that they are to copy you by pointing both of their arms in the same direction, and to call out the direction that they are pointing. You can only do 4 directions. You can raise your arms over your head, you can point them downwards towards your feet, you can point them to the left or to the right. Go through these 4 directions and have the students copy you and call out the direction that they are pointing. Be sure that they understand the directions and how they see them. This means that you will be pointing your arms to your left, but for them it is their right. When they call out the direction, they are to use their own right and left. After letting them practice, it is time for the real thing. Move your arms to one of these 4 positions and wait for them to move their arms and to call out the direction. Repeat this process a number of times, moving your arms to a different one of the 4 positions each time. Stop and explain now that you are changing the assignment. This time, you want them to move their arms the same direction that you do, but say the opposite direction. For example, you move your arms down. They would move their arms down, but they would say up. For the 3rd round, they are to say the direction that your arms move, but they are to move their arms in the opposite direction. For example, you put your arms over your head. They should say up, but they should move their arms down. I can guarantee that this process will become quite confusing. Now that they have all the experience, start over again. Now this time, if they make a mistake, they have to sit down. Continue just as before. Start by repeating the same sequence and see how many of them remain after each change. The pressure of having a consequence for making a mistake more closely relates the pressure of how our values affect our behavior. Encourage those that make a mistake to help you watch for those who make an incorrect movement or call out an inappropriate direction. After you have had a chance to go through this activity with your students, here are some discussion ideas.
Created using Powtoon.